So this is a great question. What are some of the best stocks or ETFs for investing your supplementary retirement scheme funds, otherwise known as the SRS? Well, I think investors' first port of call should be ETFs. So I'm going to break down my top 3 ETFs for SRS investing in Singapore. The Amundi Index MSCI World Fund. Now this technically isn't an ETF, but it is actually one of the cheapest global index funds available for SRS investing, with an expense ratio of just 0.1% per annum. It gives you diversified exposure to a range of developed markets across over 1,300 stocks. The US, Japan, UK, Canada, and Switzerland make up the top 5 countries by weight. So what platform can you get it on? Interestingly, and not many people know this, but you can invest your SRS directly into this fund via Poems, which has no platform fee. So what you end up paying is basically just the fund fee of 0.1%. If you find opening a Poems account too much trouble, then you can always use one of the digital investing platforms like Endowus, which also carries this Amundi fund. However, with Endowus, you'll pay a platform fee of 0.3% per annum. So your total cost in fees will be 0.4% per annum. For both Poems and Endowus, you can set up recurring investment plans to invest into this. Number 2, the Spider Straits Times Index ETF. If you want Singapore-specific exposure, then buying this basket of the 30 biggest Singapore-listed stocks is the easiest way to do it. Now, this ETF is overseen by State Street, is traded on the Singapore Exchange, and has the ticker ES3. It has an annual expense ratio of 0.28%, and I like the fact that you can buy single shares of ETFs on the SGX. That means the barriers to invest are much lower, and at just $4.60 or so per share, this ETF is super accessible. It's also currently offering a dividend yield of 3.9%, with dividends paid out to you twice per year. Finally, do remember that the big 3 banks in Singapore make up over 50% of the ETF, so there's a decent amount of concentration to take note of. Finally, number 3, the Amova Straits Trading Asia ex-Japan REIT Index ETF. This is traded on the Singapore Exchange under the ticker CFA, and it gives you broader exposure to the Asian REIT market, as it includes some big hitters outside of Singapore, like Link REIT in Hong Kong and Embassy Office Parks REIT in India. It has a total expense ratio of 0.55% per annum and pays out a dividend quarterly, which is one of the other reasons why I like this. The ETF is currently yielding around 5.4%. If you do want just pure Singapore REIT exposure, then an alternative is the Lion Phillip S-REIT ETF, which has a similar expense ratio to the Amova ETF and is traded under the ticker CLR on SGX. So there you have it, my top 3 ETFs as well as funds for investing your SRS money. Stay tuned as I'll cover my top 3 stocks for SRS investing in another post. If you want more investing and money insights like this, do give me a follow here or subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tim Talks Money.